Hello, winners. There's news in the recruitment for the Wildcats. Before the updates, make sure to subscribe to the channel to receive more news. The latest recruiting news reveals a mix of results for the Wildcats, with the loss of a potential recruit while another prospect is still considering joining the elite team. Julius Halifonua, the center from New Zealand, who had captured the attention of several high-caliber teams including Kentucky, Ohio State, and North Carolina, has finally decided on Georgetown Hoyas. According to Travis Branham, a recruiting expert from 247 Sports, Halifonua was targeted to fill the last scholarship spot at Kentucky following his reclassification. However, negotiations never progressed to a significant stage, and now, Kentucky may face the season without filling that slot unless a new last-minute candidate emerges. On the other hand, hope still shines for the Wildcats with Niko Bundalo, a highly rated prospect who still keeps Kentucky on his shortlist. According to Joe Tipton from On3, Bundalo, a guard from Western Reserve Academy in Ohio, has narrowed his choice down to 8 schools, with Kentucky competing against giants like Texas, UConn, Ohio State, and Michigan State. Bundalo is a coveted talent, ranked as the 17th best player in the class of 2025 by On3, while other platforms place him between the 24th and 37th best. Bundalo has expressed great respect for Kentucky's tradition, recognizing the university as a very, very prestigious blue blood school that has an impressive track record of sending players to the NBA. The relationship he is developing with coach Mark Pope also seems promising. He describes Pope as someone who is passionate about basketball and values a personal connection with his players, always seeking to recruit those he believes fit well with the team's culture and dynamics. Bundalo's decision is still pending, with visits scheduled to other universities, but a visit to Kentucky is on the horizon, marked as the last on his agenda before making his final decision before the start of the high school season. I hope Bundalo comes to the Cats. What about you? Comment at the end of the video. Recruiting is always a priority for the Wildcats. Tyrant Stokes stands out as a central figure in the class of 2026. Stokes' decision to stay in his original class, announced in an interview with Jack Pilgrim of Kentucky Sports Radio, reinforces his determination to mature and develop his game before making the jump to the collegiate level. Averaging 20 points and 8.3 rebounds, with shooting accuracy hitting 51% from the field, 40% from the three-point line, and 76% from the free throw line, Stokes is already one of the most coveted players in the country. His on-court skills and physical presence make him a desirable candidate for any elite program. Stokes' decision not to expedite his transition to college has strategic ramifications for both him and the interested teams. For Stokes, it means more time to develop his skills, mature physically and emotionally, and make a thoughtful decision about his future. For the universities, a list that includes powerhouses like USC, Arkansas, Kansas, Louisville, North Carolina, UCF, and, of course, Kentucky. It offers more opportunities to establish and deepen relationships with an exceptional talent. Specifically for Kentucky, under the guidance of coach Mark Pope, the approach has been notably personal and persistent. Pope, known for his commitment to forming genuine bonds with his recruits, seems to have made a significant impression on Stokes. The interactions between the two, filled with messages of encouragement and recognition of Stokes' court skills, highlight a relationship that goes beyond formal recruiting. It's a potential partnership that could significantly benefit both parties. Stokes assures that family legacy will not influence his choice. He is focused on finding the best opportunity for himself, with the unconditional support of his family, regardless of the final choice. While Stokes has not set a definitive timeline for his decision, his approach to the process is reflective and methodical. He focuses on building meaningful relationships with coaches and preparing for another high school season, where each game is a chance to hone his skills and secure his position as one of the most promising players of his generation. Having Tyrant Stokes would be a great possibility. Travis Perry is the name that's been buzzing around Kentucky lately. The excitement surrounding Travis Perry is palpable. Following the impressive performances of Reed Shepherd, the Bluegrass community is eager to see if Perry, another homegrown talent, can follow in those illustrious footsteps and make a significant contribution to the team's success. During the summer practices, Perry stood out not only for his long-distance shooting ability, but also for the potential he shows in practice sessions. Matt Jones from Kentucky Sports Radio, KSR, after talking with former players and others close to the program, reveals that Perry has been one of the main topics of conversation. His performance has generated a series of positive comments, especially regarding his shooting accuracy, a trait that already places him among the best shooters seen by many in the Kentucky circle. The big question still looming over Perry is his defensive capability. The ability to score points is highly valuable, but the ability to defend vigorously will be crucial in determining his playing time and impact on the team. Perry's ability to position himself defensively and contribute on both sides of the court will be essential for his rise and maintenance of a significant role on the Wildcats team for the 2024-25 season. Jones speculates that if Perry can combine his offensive mastery with solid defense, he will not only secure more minutes on the court, but also become one of the most formidable shooters on the roster. It's still early, of course, but expectations are already high for Perry to be a central piece in the Wildcat strategy, especially considering the need for players who can space the floor and capitalize on scoring opportunities. Looking ahead, Perry is also well-positioned to compete for a starting spot in his sophomore year, a time when Kentucky may see many of its current defenders leave due to graduation. If he can seize this opportunity to develop his game during the time he spends on the bench, Perry will not only help the team in the short term with valuable minutes off the bench, but also lay the groundwork to take on a highly influential role in the following season. Let's go forward, and Perry could be a major highlight on this team. Don't you think? Comment and subscribe to the channel for more updates.